Good morning, everybody. I am sending the highest vibrations of light and love. I'm a couple hours earlier than I normally started broadcasting, but that's real. That's me. That's what's going to happen is just recording stuff as it comes up. So today I called this episode Watch Your Language. And the reason why I did this is for me and for, because I'm selfish, and for a number of reasons. I know we've been all taught to believe in a certain way we were programmed. Okay. So, okay. And so, what I'm trying to tell you is we're shifting out. So, first of all, before I forget, if you have not gone and watched the link I posted in the Telegram about Duomo and Fifth Element Goddess made a video yesterday that's an amazing. She did a little chart and she explained, I think it's about 15 minutes long or something last night, or on her whatever day, Thursday morning, she made it. So it's available for us today. Here in North America, and it's a really good description of what our body is actually experiencing right now. So you know how I do the charts on all of the bloodlines and money and trying to make sense of all of this? She makes sense of what's happening to us, and I love it. So bless you for doing that for all of us. I'm really, really grateful. So, and speaking of gratitude, I am tremendously grateful to everyone who's been sending me links and email and in Telegram and even in Messenger. I am not able to do anything in Crackbook right now. Apparently 7 days is longer than I thought. So, it looks like I've been, so enjoy the page, Raven Moonstone on Facebook. And I have lots of messages in there that I am not able to retrieve. This is like almost a year of messages that I can't get at. So stop sending me messages in on Facebook, please. You're wasting your time. I can't respond to them. I can't share them. I can't do anything with them in Messenger. So a piece of poop right now to me. Light and love from North England. Oh, good morning, everybody. So what I just wanted to focus on is how we're going to unlearn the words that we've learned. Okay. I just think I'm really funny today because I had really weird dreams last night. I don't know if anybody else did. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention in the speech the other day about the guy with the red jersey, if anybody saw that, wearing this number. Oh, good morning, Sassy Spice. Speaking of that number, I'm just going to write it down. And because of that number gives good energy. So yesterday I went for a smoke outside and it was so windy here. It was, I don't know, wasn't it windy, Sassy Spice? I could barely, I don't know if you went for your stroll yesterday, but I like went outside. I was like, and that was first thing in the morning. And then sometime later on in the afternoon, I went outside again for a big doobie. I just wanted to go have a nap and relax. So I was outside. Where has the I'm not sure, Arthur, where the EBS has been shown. But anyways, so we're talking about this number right here. And yesterday I was at the bus stop and I was in the bus shelter, hiding in the corner, smoking my fat. And this older guy comes in and he's got the thing around his chin. And he's dressed like a total Alberta dude that you would find in any country bar, or a pub or whatever. Just a good old boy, watches hockey, I'm sure. And he was wearing this tool manufacturer hat on, and it had the number, that number on the side. I'm like, oh, I love that number. And he's like, oh yeah, we get to talking. And he said something about, I'm going to write this stupid word down. I don't want to put it in that paper. So he mentioned something about his daughter being an EMT, and how this was so dangerous. And I'm like, one of my good friends is a doctor, dude. What happens when you have the flu? When you go to the doctor, he goes, well, you just go home and rest. And I said, exactly. I said, this is part of a bigger thing. He goes, so you're telling me it doesn't exist? I said, that test isn't even for that. He goes, well, what is it for? And I said, bullshit. That's what it's for. And so we had a really good little chat. It was really not a red pill chat, but it was a surface issue chat. So I said to him, curious enough, I said, what would you do, like, just if you found out that our mayor and our premier and our prime minister were all connected to the same machine that got in this person? He was like, well, it wouldn't surprise me. And I said, oh yeah. He goes, yeah. He goes, the best person that has ever done anything for that country is this person. Not awake. This guy was not awake, but he was still a supporter. And I was like, there's hope. There's hope in Canada. This guy was in his 60s, you know, and just a regular old guy hanging out at the bus stop, cracking his Alberta pure vodka and having a cigarette. Didn't care if I was smoking my fat in there. So we had a really good little chat about how the 1%, you know, has been bamboozling the 99, and how there is now a good portion of the 99 that are like, F you, fuck you, we're not taking this anymore. But what I've noticed is there's a lot of people now have noticed, since there's so much censorship going on out there with every platform, that is awakening some. So here in my city, not last night, the night before, I get a text from my youngest son. He's like, are you home? It's at 12:30 in the night. He plays vids until, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And I'm like, and then he tried phoning, but my ringer's always off. I never have my ringer on, ever, unless somebody's at my door. So he texts me and he's like, are you awake? And I'm like, so the next morning I wake up at 5 o'clock. I'm like, are you okay? Is something wrong? Like, I thought he got locked out, or I don't know what the hell I thought. Anyways, and so he was sleeping. So I waited until about 12:30 or 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. And I went and knocked on his door. Lives downstairs. I'm like, dude, are you okay? And he's like, yeah. He goes, what's happening with the internet? What's happening with the internet? It's going off and on all the time. I'm like, yeah, I know. I said, there's 2 words. It's called speech and free, and they're not anymore. Said, ever since our favorite guy there, this guy, got shut down, I said, that's a no-no. That's something real bad. It starts with a TREASON. Rhymes with reason. And he was like, yeah, and he was kind of smirking at me like he thought I was just giving him some more propaganda. I'm like, no, I'm dead serious, dude. This is like, you're gonna find out more shit in the next 3 weeks than you could probably imagine. He was looking at me and he's like, oh, okay, well, I'm going back to sleep. I'm like, okay, enjoy. So that's what's happening with some of the people that are sleeping. The other thing is I want to bring up is 3 words, and Now I'm going to screw up I think I remember the number right. And there are 2 executive orders that have to do with 2 dates. Okay. So this one here is from November 2nd. And it takes place here. It ends there. All right. So this one just came into effect. This has to do with our favorite people that we need to continually surround and love and like. Not doing any more business in the United States. So that's part and parcel to me why Bitcoin took a dip. And it's all part of the thing that's going on right now. So what I think is happening, and this is just my personal opinion, is this right here that makes it a republic here, which means January 20th isn't the date, it's this date. Just a thought. Just a thought. This is my opinion. Just my opinion. So, and there's, that wasn't actually, I would consider a hoax. Here's how I believe things with JGH went, okay? In the simplest of terms for me. Okay? You always have that going on, okay? I think he may have started out not so good. And then he got switched on to use his autism for good. And then perhaps, I don't know what happened after that. Let's just say. But this is on May 31st, okay? So part of what his mission is to let us know that the Queen was a fraud. And that hit the shit last year, like January, February, March, April, May, like really big, June, July, August, like the bloodline that he recognized is one of many. It's the easiest way I gotta put it. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. So only one friend, and one brother in terms of, yeah, they both live in oh yeah. Lots of people think it's all mirrored. Yeah, what's good is bad and what's bad is good. Exactly. And that's inside of every one of us, okay? Every single person. Like this morning, I did something not so good. I'm like, man, I gotta go do some karma to do something good now. It was something stupid. It wasn't a big deal, but I know, like, it's like littering. I littered. I'll just say I littered. I don't normally litter, so now I've got to go pick up my litter. This is coming from a girl who, honestly, the guilt of littering one cigarette butt is overwhelming because I have phoned schools and complained about how kids just sit out by the sidewalk and there's a cigarette bin right there and they can't put the butts in there and it takes 10 years for it to disintegrate. Albeit this is only like a piece of paper, like roach, but I gotta go clean it up. Plus probably go give some weed to my neighbor. So anyhow, greetings from Holland. Hello, everyone. So that's pretty much, 1414. So that's pretty much what I'm getting at right now is nobody knows exactly how this movie ends out of all these timelines, except for the big new computer. And this is what I want to kind of explain when I say watch your language. And it has nothing to do with swear words, okay? And a lady brought it up on, or a lady person, I don't know who it was. Let's just I can't remember. I'm not going to label it. I'm not going to genderize it like Pelosi did the other day. I'm a mother, a daughter. No, shut up. You're a robot. Okay. So, where was I going with this? Oh, our language. Okay. So, when we are using things like these words, and I use this all the time. I'm a Cancer. Those are our two words that we say first. I feel as if, because we're emotional persons. Now, when we say these words, I let is I borrow, ego, borrow, borrow ego. Okay. So what they've done to us, and I'll say they, you know who they are, the bad side, is they have programmed us with a lot of negative speak. So we have to take that programming and turn it into reprogramming ourselves with a new mantra. So you need to start, like I said, even if you're tapping and just telling yourself, or like, people are like, oh, I have an idea. Doing that, it's actually bringing the idea, kind of reprogramming. So, oh, I am. So I'll explain. Like, we've been taught kind of these words, or someone else is better, or whatever. So we need to reprogram with I am love, I am light, all the time, constantly. And that's something I have to do every day when I wake up. The first thing I say is, I love you, Raven, before my feet hit the floor. I'm sliding out of bed, and I'm like, I have a tall bed. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. And we have to do that because we have to accept what's coming to us. We have to accept the light and the rebalancing of our DNA right now that's coming to us. So we do have to take a mental active role in it. So sometimes we can get lost in all of the information, all of when it's going to happen, all of that stuff. But we're forgetting to actually reprogram ourselves to accept that new technology and accept that new information that's coming. So that's really what I wanted to say to everybody, is we need to get ready to yay, hi Eric. We need, yes, library is another one, and that will pay you just like Facebook. Oh, and it also will sync all of your Facebook videos. Okay. Thank you, Rena. I hope I said that right. Yes, I know I need to get my glasses. These are still dollars. But anyhow, so yes, good morning, Truth Seeker. Good morning, everybody. Oops, I'm in my cord here. So I thought I would, because yesterday's card reading was like so incredibly bang on. I'm hi from Northern Ireland. I'm going to say that I'm going to do a quick one now. I will be probably doing a painting segment later on today. So what I want everybody to do, though, for homework, reprogram yourself. Okay? You need to see Cash again. Phew! You're so cute. Yes, hopefully we'll have them on. They're doing homeschooling today, and or unschooling, as they like to call it. I love that word. They're unschooling today. And part of unschooling, I had a couple conversations with a few people, and I want you to reprogram all parents out there, or grandparents. If your children are struggling in this computerized stay-at-home or box school situation, I full on recommend this. Remember the time when, say, your parents went away on holidays on spring break and left you with your grandparents. Think about all the things that you did with your grandparents, if you were that lucky like I was, that shaped who you are today. Baking, like carpentry, fort making, um, painting, drawing, coloring, games. Uh, one of the best ways to get kids to learn another language is have like everybody learn that language, and you have a once a week competition, or you all help each other, and it's super fun. And I know because I've done it with kids. So unschooling is taking your kids and finding out what they love to do. And baking is one of the best ways to teach your kids about not only fractions, but chemistry. What happens when you don't put an egg in? What happens when you don't put baking powder in? So these are all good things. What happens when you put too much salt? you know so this is a way forward, is looking at what our natural gifts are. What if they're natural healers? I love what my niece is going through right now. She's 13, and she doesn't like a lot of stuff. She's an excellent writer, so she's writing a murder mystery right now, firstly. And then she phones me up and tells me that she's learning Japanese characters. And at first I was like, oh, you're learning artwork, because I taught her art before. And she's like, no, no, like the words. And I'm like, wow. And so if you let kids go for about a week in that space of you just saying, like, what do we want to do today? Maybe they want to learn about the space program. Maybe they want to learn about, you know, animals on a deeper level. Maybe these things are stopped from us because we've been programmed. So this is a way to kind of help unprogram your children. So I love forts. Forts, outside forts, inside forts. Um, Encourage planting a garden with your children. That's a big one. Even if you can do it in a window. So show them how not to kill an aloe vera plant named Sydney in the Kraken. Don't replant it. It's still alive. So yes, everything is free. So let's do this card reading, placing ourselves in our highest of light and love and vibrations, and see what comes up for us today. Ooh, that's a busy card. I got to pull that one. Read me. So, oh no. Oh, there's another one. I say, oh no, and there's another one. I don't know what it is. So there's our two cards today. They just really want to be read. And I'm just going to let you know if one's something like, I had an osprey fly over my house again yesterday. People think it's a hawk. It's not. So, hey. Oh, Mother, you need to get your grandson some TRS spray. Yeah, I'm getting my son on it. My youngest son is on the spectrum, and he's like Mr. Fun Facts of the day. Oh, the other thing that's helpful that I did with my son actually is I sat my kid down, the youngest one, and because I was struggling with figuring him out, and I did the Myers-Briggs on him. And as soon as I did the Myers-Briggs, just as a number of, would you rather do this or this or this? And you get them to click on the pictures just like anyone else. After I did that, I'm like, oh, no wonder my son identifies with a thought process the same as like Tesla and Einstein. Like he's really introverted and things like that. And that's how he thinks. So I can't remember what those letters are, but that's definitely his deal. So it might help you to know those things. Just a thought. That's just my opinion. Again, all my show is just my opinion. Do your own research. I'm just kidding. But anyhow, yes, I love. See, Kiwi boy. See how I do it? I play you. I play you. I'll make you wait. I'm just polishing my glasses because they look like There was a little fairy jumping all over them. Okay, INTP. Oh, thank you, Sunny Brown. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So, did you call CJ? No, Wendy, I just said I need to call him about my glasses. I'm sorry. I'll do that. I'm going to write that right now. So, call CJ. Wendy's hooking me up for, with glasses. So, I appreciate it. Still giggling over that phone call or that message. So, let's go to the card reading. The first card. Oh, you guys are going to love it. I can't even believe what if the second card is a hawk, I'm going to start laughing. Oh, no, it's about the wasp. This is so awesome. Okay, so letting go and the wasp. Literally, oh my God, this is exactly what we were just talking about. Letting go of anger, retaliation, jealousy, old language, old paradigms. I get so excited. I got goosebumps all over my body. Dun, dun, dun. Releasing attachments, expectations, and desires yet unfulfilled. These are some of the aspects of the letting go card. When you receive this marker on your path, you're required to relinquish control and allow the mystery to act, and she will weave life together as it meant to be according to the laws of the cosmos. You cannot force something to come or to remain if its true place is elsewhere. Remember that what is yours can never be taken away. Allowing is the key for this marker. For what is yours will come to you. The same applies to the past. This is time to let go of old hurts, resentments, unresolved anger, for they are no longer welcome burdens on the path ahead. Old and outmoded ideas about life, how you see others, who you are. Oh my goodness, I'm going to cry. Based on who you were, these must also be left behind. Yay! Then you can move forward, unencumbered, stepping into the magic of the new present that leads into the best possible future. You guys not feel so amazing with that card? And the wasp is all about it. We got this wasp. It's funny you even said, where's Cash? Because Cash is the wasp card to me. That day he was sitting right beside me and the wasp came up. So it was really funny. I thought it suited that day too. So the wasp. Okay. The wasp has a stinger that hurts with poison when confronted. Be mindful of how you address the world when the wasp appears on your path. Don't be doing I told you so's right now. It's not the time. If you're careful, you may sting or be stung. The wasp reminds you that pain is a choice, so don't waste your stinger on a petty quarrel. Are you jealous or envious or the victim of someone who is? Jealousy and the envy are the children of fear and lack. Send light, love, and compassion and stay clear of the sting. Mind your own business today and save it for a life and death situation. Stay at home, people. Chances are that whatever comes up today is smaller than you perceive it to be in the grand scheme of things. On the other hand, when you feel the sting of a wasp, be smart and swat it away. Defend yourself. The wasp sends an omen of warning to protect yourself as well. There you go. Are you ready? Are you ready? So, oh, large owl, Lisa. Nice. In the middle of the city. Wow, that's unbelievable. I was thinking about you, Lisa. Yes, we do need to get together, if that's what you're thinking. All right. So what do you think of that? I'm feeling ready and everybody's preparing their mind and body and getting it into order. Please go watch Fifth Element Goddess today. And I posted it, I think, in both my Red Pill Raven .com group and then the other one. And Shannon and I are sharing a lot of information. Some of it's overlapping because it's that important. So if you missed the post from Ivanka about that one Donald J. Trump, I was even following it on Telegram. That is not his authentic Telegram, although it looks like. And Lynn Wood has also posted about his authentic telegrams. So most of these people have gone on to Gab and they're using that as their main platform, and I don't have that up yet. And then I'm just going to keep Telegram there. So everyone join Telegram. It is incredible, and I think we're going to have some not bad luck keeping it up, I hope. So I'm putting a lot of expectation in it. Anyway, so today I will be recording my third episode of The Sapling. For those who are watching it for the unschooling kids. Today's lesson, you'll need a 10 by 10 canvas and your cheap dollar store paints and a brush. And we're just going to have a really simple little exercise today. So keeping it very simple. And so I'll probably be doing that sometime after lunch when there's less banging around in my apartment. So thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, if you're trying to figure out Telegram, I'll just let you know, it looks like it's only a messenger app, okay? It's not. So some of the things I'll just walk you through, so get rid of that. Oh yeah, I was just reading that executive order. I'll read parts of that one. Any person, yeah, going by, that's the Secretary of Treasury, and that the Secretary of Treasury publicly lists as meeting the criteria. Secretary of Treasury has a lot to do with it. Oh, Telegram. So when you push on your Telegram, wow, I have lots of messages and I just thought I cleaned it all out. You get your feed like this, and you can see all the little icons on there, okay? You can see all the people that I follow right there. So, and who send me messages. So you get messages from private people, but then you also get channels. And when you pop onto my public channel, it says Raven Moonstone Art like this. And there's over, right now, there's 2,632 subscribers, which isn't a lot, seeing as how there's 15 plus thousand here and 18 plus on Facebook. So thank you, Sassy Spice, for putting Linwood's proper. It's Linwood Speaks Truth is the legit one. And I have followed all of those right ones in my Telegram. So when you're on my channel, the public channel, you can go on and find Red Pill Raven first, and then that's the link right there, t.me/Raven Moonstone Art. So that's where you can't comment on anything. It is just a news channel, period. So then let me just pull up the other one. Redpillraven.com has 595 members in it, which is almost double than last week. So it's that. And this is a group chat for people to discuss current events. It's not for WARD videos. They're banned from there. And it's not for religious prayers and stuff like this. This is purely for links in your area or things that you haven't seen on my page and you want to share with everybody else. That's what that's for. Okay. So that group personally got infiltrated, and we had to assign Sassy Spice as another administrator to it because anybody can join that group chat. So oh yeah, and Linwood's also doing fireside chats, and it does 7 so far, all BOOMS. So yes, he has the 8th one up now. Okay, great. Yes, and please do that, Kiwi Voice. I mute everything on Telegram. I even mute my own channel. There's over 10,000 posts on my channel. Over 10,000 pieces of information on Raven Moonstone Art, okay? That's a lot. Firstly, go in your settings and make sure, too, that you're not downloading your Telegram data. into your phone, because I wasted so much data when I first uploaded the app because I didn't know how to put it on there. So, yes, Sassy, thank you for all your work, and Shannon, we appreciate you as always. Yes. So anyhow, that's all I kind of wanted to say to everybody. I don't know what else to chat about. Yeah, now's the time for cocooning yourself in and getting rid of all these old paradigms. That's what this surrendering it to love is all about. It's a very important time, and a lot of people are, I'm even cocooning myself. So I'm went out and I'm going for a walk today, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to get a few things that I need, and that's it. So, yes, thank you very much for being you, and thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to do your meditations every day. I have to remind myself as well, okay? Don't feel bad. I remind myself when I'm watching something or seeing something that is very kind of annoying or disturbing in a negative vibration, I'm like, oh, thank goodness we don't have that anymore in the new paradigm. I'm like, let's just surrender that to light and love. Goodbye. But I still like watching some of this stuff because the information, I can't even remember what I was watching last night. I'll have to go back through the things that I watched. And I was like, they literally tell you so much crap. I think it was in the movie Ted. I hadn't watched Ted for a really long time, but some of the shit that Teddy Bear says in there in the first 20 minutes, you're like, it's right in front of us. So, yeah, it's unbelievable. So, but thank you for staying grounded, everybody, and thank you for keeping me in your light and love and frequency. It's all about vibrations. So now that those negative vibrations are being shifted through us, that's why many of us have headaches, backaches, feet aches, leg aches. I don't think I slept a wink last night. It didn't feel like that, anyways. So, everybody just take care of yourself today, please. And yes, the best is yet to come. Be prepared. We are all ready. We are all ready. We've been marching. We've been marching for a long time, waking up. So it's on us now. So thank you. Yes, sing and dance too. I love that too. I'm gonna go do some sewing and painting and record the sapling. So take care, light and love everybody on your journey. I might do a painting show later on today. I'm feeling like this creative, artistic thing is not only helpful to me, but I was working on your painting, Sassy Spice, last night. So everybody, light and love.